And while all this stuff is going on, like, so your sole income, have you ever had a job at this point, or was your job robbing, stealing, and selling?
Why you start off? You can't start off with the robbing. You gotta throw the robbing in like the second or third.
Third. So selling.
So those sound so like we wasn't really robbing too much. We kind of got a little bit smarter around this time. Robbing is when we was just super young. It was really different. Like it got a little bit better in like ninth grade, as far as how my mom was. You know what I mean? My mom, she had a job. You know what I'm saying? She was trying to do a little bit better.
Right.
This time, you know what I mean?
So she became more stable. So did you guys.
Nah, she just became more stable. We was already unstable by then.
Right. But nothing changed as far as just she became stable and became more aware of things in life.
Yeah.
So I mean, were you making good money doing this stuff at this time?
We was doing a lot of traveling, and you know what I'm saying. Like I just went to so many high schools because I kept getting put out. But man, we was traveling. We didn't linked up. You know what I mean? Like let me see, how can I say this? Like we linked up with better connections of people. So they honed on our skills. It got to a point where like one of the OGs, like he kind of sat us down and he was like, we got to be real. So the real was this. Well, the pureness of the streets of what you're really gonna do is this is how we're gonna teach you. It'd be like, okay, so Mikey, we're gonna say Mikey, you a thinker, but you're not really into violence and shit like that. So you're going to school. I don't give a fuck what you do. You're going to school. If we catch you on the street, we're gonna beat the shit about you, and we're gonna have everybody make sure that your ass go to school. They'd be like, okay, City, you like to shoot. You ain't got a problem with robbing. You ain't got a problem with doing nothing. So you'll probably be in the hitman section of what we got going on.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna teach you how to kill people without getting caught. We're gonna teach you how to prey on people. We're gonna teach you how to breathe like the person you want to take. We're gonna teach you how to eat like the person you want to take. We're gonna teach you how to get over your nerves after you have to take care of this person. Then it'd be like, you over there, okay, you pretty good with what you're doing, but you're not a killer, you're not a robber, you're not really a thinker. We're gonna teach you how to cook dope. So now we're gonna teach you how to put dope together. We're gonna teach you how to bag it. We're gonna teach you how to store it. We're gonna teach you how to move it. It sound fucked up, but it's the mathematics of why you got some OGs who never even got caught, and some OGs who was able to actually retire from the streets, because unlike a lot of these young boys, we was taught what to do.
Yeah.
Like whatever we was comfortable with doing, we was taught what to do. We was all asked the question of how much time you think you could do. At the time, me and Jonah, we was like, man, we got 20 years and we don't give a fuck.
Wow.
We'll be coming home 30. We didn't give a fuck because we didn't give a fuck.
Right.
So it was like, okay, since you don't give a fuck, we're going to teach you to let your time equal out to your money. It was some people like, man, I ain't trying to do no jail time. Okay, well, you're not going to be part of nothing that's going to get you over a year.
Yeah, they're going to be somewhere else doing something else.
And it's just the intelligence of the streets. You know what I mean? When you got an OG over you, an OG gonna keep it real with you. Some people, they might listen to this part and they might be like, that's just insane, but it's not insane.
Right.
If you think about it, you got people who grew up on like horse farms and their family was in livestock and shit like that. They look at their kid and they see that their kid is not really in livestock. But you see what your kid is able to do.
Yeah.
So you see that your kid like basketball, you're going to invest in your kid playing basketball. You're going to take him to camps. You're going to buy him a rim. You're going to buy him the best basketball that he can shoot around with. You're going to buy him sneakers.
Yeah.
That he'll be able to break in and play with for indoor and outdoors. Like, you're going to buy him all the right necessities that he need and put him in a place where he can be the best basketball player he is. Well, if you don't have that over you, the streets will have OGs that's going to teach you how to do these type of specific things.
Sure.
And then that's how you get talented in what you're doing, and that's how you lack the fear of doing stuff when you got somebody that's over you like a father.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's telling you, listen, if you shoot somebody, you're gonna be scared. But that ain't shit. Cause your nerves is what gets you in trouble.
Yeah.
You learn that your nerves is what gets you past everything. If you don't got no nerves on shit, you never get in trouble. Most killers who don't have nerves and shit, the only time they get caught is when they open up to their fucking woman. Or they make a legitimate excuse or make a mistake of, I cannot be caught.
Yeah.
Or, I can't get in trouble. That's
did you have girlfriends at this point?
Man, I had a lot of hoes. What you mean?
I mean girlfriends though, like girls you actually
had
did.
a lot of hoes, man.
Right.
They was all my girlfriends. I'm gonna see, like, I didn't learn nothing from my father, but I did learn this from being around him sometimes. Is that every woman that you with, that's your woman. Whether she's the next manhole or whatever, when she's with you, that's yours. You know what I mean? You treat her accordingly, so she'll treat you the same way.
Right. Well, like you said, though, most people that were getting busted or getting in trouble because the woman was squealing on them too.
I never told a woman nothing in my life.
Anything she didn't need to know, you didn't tell her.
No, the only woman that knew anything in my life was my oldest son's mama.
Right.
That's just because we robbed together.
Right.
You know, but other than that, she didn't know nothing.
And again, you could turn on the news and you can hear how they sugarcoat the streets of Detroit. Because, how I was looking at Detroit is just poverty, drugs, crime, all the homes and businesses out of business. But I didn't know what's actually happening. I just man, that place is fucked up. I'm going to stay away from Detroit. Like people, from watching news and stuff, and I was afraid to go to Detroit for many, many years. Like I didn't want nothing to do with Detroit. And I think most of America got the stigma of Detroit and how it was, but there was other shit going on. There really was.
I mean, it's beautiful shit everywhere. Just like New Orleans, we killing every day in New Orleans, and we fighting every day in New Orleans, and it's the Big Easy. It's the most fun. It's the best place to live. You get the best food. You get to dance in the middle of the street. You got fucking brass bands, going crazy, and second lines, and Fat Tuesday. You got Daiquiri King. I mean, it's what they say is two sides of everything. It's good, it's bad, it's black and white. I mean,
yeah.
It's just what part you focus on.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing. A lot of people are brainwashed to focus on some other shit that's really not, it's not comparing to what else is going on in this world. I mean, it really isn't. I'm one of them. I was brainwashed into being a certain way, and if I seen a certain person, I judged those motherfuckers. I was a very judgmental kid growing up, but at the same time, I also don't really give fuck because I had a lot of issues going on in my own life and I was kind of doing my own thing, but I can look at somebody and judge them in 2 seconds just by looks, and 9 out of 10 times I was wrong because I never understood what that person went through before I judged them.
You know what though? I bet you wasn't wrong. I bet you see what the thing is, like when you judge somebody, you probably judging the side of them at the time that they probably was like that. Well, when I was always taught, you gotta judge somebody in the instant, and you gotta live by that judgment because that's how you able to survive when you moving in these streets.
Yeah,
and you're dealing with all these different personalities and all these slickers. So I always said I've never judged anybody wrong because it's a point at time that it probably was like that.
Yeah,
because this is how you survive in life. We all live by instinct. So your instinct was, this is how this person is. Yeah, you might have noticed it from either watching TV or dealing with people. And they like, listen, there's a lot of people like that. Believe it or not, they wasn't wrong. They was exactly right. But you probably didn't ran across them at a different part of your life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So at this point, Waverly Jones, he's on a mission to be murdered and killed himself, to be honest with you. I mean, you listen to the story, like, how has this guy survived to this point doing what he's doing?
I was Polo Slim at this time.
What's Polo Slim?
Yeah, that was that boy. Polo Slim was that boy in the streets right there. That was my name.
Did you ever go back? I mean, did you revisit? Were you ever curious about Waverly Jones and where he was going to go in the future? Or were you always stuck in the moment and that was that? I
was always stuck in the moment.
Right. So
don't think about no future.
Yeah. So when did this when and how did this Champagne City? Where did he come from?
Believe it or not, like, I got into like a little trouble with Polo Slim, so I couldn't use Polo no more. You know what I mean? Like, it was just bad. It was a bad taste in a lot of people's mouth. Actually, I was going by Polo Slim when me and Benny Siegel and all of us got into that big fight in Toronto way back in the day, right before Benny Siegel had to do that time. And so the name Polo, pretty much after that situation, just didn't use it no more. But
how different was Polo from Waverly?
Shit, Polo shoot you right in your fucking mouth for anything.
Comparing.
Fuck no, because my thing was this: Polo Slim, his mindset was he's a gangster. So I'm opening doors for women. You know what I'm saying? I'm like opening doors for older ladies. I'm looking out for children. You know what I mean? I'm like, even people who bought dope off me, I used to buy their kids Christmas gifts. I used to bring food for Thanksgiving. Like, they love me. Like, my people, they love me. When I quit selling dope, they quit smoking dope. You know what I mean? So Polo Slim everything was being a gangster. It was about, I want you to have the most respect for me. I want you to be the person that if I ever got in trouble, that everybody came together with letters saying how good of a guy that I am. And everybody buy drugs off me. Everybody that came to court who spoke for me bought drugs off me.
Wow.
That's how respectable I was.
Wow.
But if you disrespect me, I'm going to do everything possible so that you will never disrespect anybody again in your life.
Wow. So at the end of the day, you were teaching lessons about respect.
Yeah, I mean, because that's how I was taught.
Yeah.
Everything I went through in life was a lesson, and I felt like this how it was. This how you supposed to be. Like, if you're going to be a street guy, like, that's why I said, like, even with the music, like, before we even get to Champagne City, I ain't want to fucking rap.
Right.
I thought every rapper was weak as fuck.
Right.
I ain't give a fuck how gangster you said you was. You weak as fuck.
When you're hearing them rap about their stories of the streets and shit, you were like, that's fucking bullshit? Or were you like...
I was like, that's some fucking bullshit, because we out here living that you can't talk it.
Yeah.
Because the police was always coming around the corner. The feds was always knocking on the door. Anytime you speak over the phone, you do some shit like this, the feds was coming. So in my fucking mind, I'm like, how the fuck is you putting this shit and selling it?
Yeah.
This shit can't be real.
Yeah.
Or you gotta be talking about somebody else's story. I'm not thinking like the actual artist is actually doing this shit.
Yeah.
But I love spitting though. I always was rhyming and shit. But I was like, man, I ain't gonna be no fucking rapper. Fuck rappers. Them niggas is weak. They're not really out here like this doing this shit. But then when I met Benny Siegel, I kind of learned that it is some artists that fucking out here.
Yeah.
You don't know the difference.
Yeah.
They don't know how to shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
You always know you gotta shut the fuck up. You don't talk about what you do to nobody.
So you and him were good friends at one time, or still are? Or?
Nah, we was just like, I was just around him and shit. Like, right. We had mutual acquaintance and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I can't really go in depth to how I knew it, like a lot of people. But it was always somebody who knew somebody, who knew somebody.
Right. So City, when does City come into play?
Man,
and why was City born? I mean, you already got into that a little bit, but
no,
City different from
was always there. My grandfather always called me City. Because with me getting in so much trouble, I'd be bouncing from this city to this city. So he just used to call me Mr. City. Like, Mr. City, where you at right now? And Mr. City, what you doing? And, Mr. City this and Mr. City, So City was there since I was a young boy.
Right.
I just didn't really phantom it until he got, start getting sick. And somebody heard him call me City. And they were like, damn, nigga, that should be a rap name.
Right.
And I'm still going, man, ain't no fucking rapper, man. What's wrong with you, man? You know what I'm saying? Like,
but you were still writing at this. I mean, you wrote a lot because your mother was making you write. You had interest in writing at this point.
My brother made me write, man. My brother Phil, how I really even got two scenarios of how I even start writing music. It was this dude named Osa, who used to do the Jamaican joints in Atlanta. I was in Atlanta getting money, probably like 18 years old. You know what I'm saying? As I got my first house on Glenwood and Ridgeland at like 18 years old. I was going to this spot called the Peacock doing freestyle battles and shit, just going crazy on niggas. Cause that's just what that's just what I used to do. It was like a natural thing. And also I was like, man, you need to start writing down what you say. Cause you're gonna forget everything. At the time I was kind of remembering everything that I said. But he told me to write down everything, so I just started like kind of writing down lyrics. But I wasn't doing anything in a song formation. It was just like how my essays was, it's a fucking full page. It's just rhymes and shit bunched in together. But then my brother Phil, you know, fucking with my mama, he used to have me write rhymes when I got in trouble. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Cause you know, like my brother,
you'd have to rap about the trouble you got in, or
the trouble I got into and shit like that. So that's how I got into the rhyme, and then he started having me writing battle rhymes and shit like that. And we talking like, man, when I was a young boy, man, doing this shit. You know what I'm saying? Cause he used to do music. So he used to make me do it. Cause he used to say that, you know, after I write, he could tell the relaxation on me. Cause he know that if he said, I need you to write in a journal, I'd say, come on, man, I'm too street for that. I ain't writing no fucking journal.
Right.
So to make it easier, write a rhyme. You know what I'm saying? I even thought my brother Phil was weak. But he was for real, you know, about what he did. But like, nigga, you a fucking rapper, nigga. Come on, man.
Right.
You know what I mean? But that's how I even got into it, because of those two. You know,
were you looking at this might possibly get you out of your situation, or your situation didn't even bother you at this point?
Man, I ain't give a fuck about rap.
Right.
I was in the streets. I knew that this was my life. I kind of felt like, you know, in life, the cards that you dealt is what you dealt. You got to make the best of them. So
you were content with that lifestyle.
Yeah, and I try to perfect it. Everything I did was me perfecting, being the best I could be in the streets.
So I mean, because obviously there was a change in your life. When there was some point in your life when you had to start thinking differently. Because if you didn't, I believe you would have been dead at this point, personally. Or you're saying no because you were so good at what you were doing. But
it was all about perfecting what you was doing. Like even when I got shot, it wasn't my fault. It was because of a family member. Mm-hmm. And they just seen me and they shot me. Anything that I ever did, it was like they really didn't know if I did it or not.
Right.
But when I got hit up, it was because of that. You know what I'm saying? It was because of my cousin. You know, he did some foul shit, and it was over a woman. It had nothing to do with no street shit.
Right.
My cousin and robbed this dude 100 times, but when my cousin fucked this dude girl, that was it.
That was it.
That was a fucking boiling point, and that's how I got hit up. But
how many times you been shot or stabbed, would you say?
I've been shot 3 times. I've been stabbed about 4, but like only one of the stabbings was serious.
Right.
I mean, but you know, not to get off track, but like you know, being in the streets, it's like any type of corporation or what you do. You're gonna study what you're doing. You're gonna study it. You're gonna try to look for the best people that can teach you. You're gonna try to see what can you do to perfect what you got going on. And I mean, that's what I did. You know what I'm saying? And it just, for some reason, no matter what city I went to, no matter what state I went to, like, music was always there. I was always ending up on stage doing an open mic or some shit like that. Like, after I leave the stage, after I write a rhyme or I leave the stage or leave the studio, I go to sleep.
Right.
Like, it takes everything from me. It's like my God, my dad. It's like my therapy. You know what I'm saying? It's like crying for a fucking hour and shit or some shit. Like, your body just, you're done. You're sleepy.
So at this point, is music changing your life at this point?
At this point, music is changing my life, but I didn't fucking know it.
Right.
I'm too busy thinking of the negative shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. So could you think back and think of, there was one instance I don't know if it was somebody getting murdered, music, a certain thing, somebody passed away. You're like, what was the biggest change in thing in your life? Kids? I don't know.
Well, if you want to go to the biggest change in music, I wrote about it. I said, my mama seen a special on Kanye's mom, and my mama bragged to her friends about what he did. And my mama said, my son do the same damn shit. And girl, I could see him all over the world. Well, after that, I went back. I said, well, after that, I went back to put the pen down. I told, you know what I'm saying? So it was just like my mama, you know what I'm saying? My mama, I seen a smile on her face, and it was a smile that I ain't never seen. It was like when your son graduate or some shit like that, you know, because I ain't never graduated nothing. So it was like the first time in my life. And I'm talking about, man, I done took my mom on trips, and I done, you know, paid her house off. I done big shit.
Right.
My fucking mom heard my music, man, she fucking smiled, man, and it was amazing. You know what I'm saying? The video is on YouTube. It's called Fiore, and it's me and Nefertiti, and we going off that Drake beat. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And it was just like, it was just, man, my guy, I didn't know what to do.
So you're saying like, that was a big change in your career?
Man, that was it made me start thinking about music, but I still wasn't really on it, but it made me start like thinking about it. It was like Kanye's mom brought my mom to the reality of stuff. Because my mom, that was the first time my mom got to actually see like another artist's mother talk about her son. Mm-hmm. And so my mom thinking I'm traveling, I'm not telling my mom what I'm doing. Now this whole time my mom thinking I'm traveling for music.
Right.
That was my line. Like, right. Yeah, I gotta dip out, take care of this, you know, music and all this, but I wasn't doing music at all. And when I came back home, she was talking about this special she seen on Kanye's mom, and oh man, this and that. Then she was on the phone. I'm upstairs. It's so crazy. I'm upstairs. I'm breaking this fucking gun down that I just got. I'm trying to clean it or whatever. And I'm hearing my mama in the kitchen. And she like, girl, you know, this boy Wave, he Wave Lou traveling the world, and he doing all this. Because believe it or not, I did do the Rock the Mic tour.
Right.
I did Up and Smoke tour. You know what I mean? With this DJ named DJ Bionic, man. And I mean, I still didn't give a fuck about music at all. I didn't give a fuck about being with Jay-Z and all. I ain't give a fuck about none of that. I was a street guy. That's what I was doing.
But you said it was also therapy for you.
It was also therapy for me, but the streets was even more, was therapy too.
Right.
And but the music was just the only other outlet that made me feel good.
Right.
But being in the streets made me feel fucking awesome. I loved it. It was exciting. But hearing my mom brag on the phone, like, yeah, girl, he traveling the world and he doing all this, like, man, that shit kind of took my breath away. Like, I'm sitting here, you know, getting ready to, you know, leave again. And I'm upstairs cleaning the motherfucker gun on some gangsta ass shit. On some gangster shit. I'm crying. Oh, my mama, my music. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm excited. Like, what the fuck? My mom loved my shit. Because my shit was real. Like, first time my mom heard my music, she started crying.
Wow.
I'm talking about how my mama was on her hands and knees cleaning the feet. I said my mama on her knees cleaning for the white folks. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, she said he cooking for the white folks, and she was doing, because my mom, you know, she was a maid too.
Right.
She cleaned people's houses, and I used to be with her, and I'd be playing with these kids in these rich ass houses and shit like that. And it still wasn't a fucking reality to me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's why I say it's like you see something on TV, you see it, it still ain't no fucking reality, because reality is when we leave this house, we walk into the fucking bus stop, waiting for the fucking bus to come to catch the bus to a house where ain't no fucking food.
Yeah.
So the shit ain't real. Everything was like a fucking movie to me. You know what I'm saying? But
I mean, did you ever wonder when you left your house at all if you were ever going to make it back, or you didn't even think?
Man, you don't think about that. You know for a fact you making it back.
Right. So you're just one track mind. You're going there. This is how you're doing. You come back. Nothing else is getting in the way.
And that's just it. Ain't nothing else gonna change.
So maybe your mom. You think your mom was crying because she when she heard your music first, you think maybe she was thinking in her head, my son's finally found something that's going to get him out of where he's at.
No, she was crying because it was the reality of how we was living.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
so she was crying because of your lyrics.
She was crying because of the lyrics. Just like, I don't talk about my life.
Right.
I don't be opening up to people. I'm open up to you. This shit fucking feel like an Oprah moment or something. You done had a nigga crying in every motherfucking thing.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with it, you know, because I don't care, but it's like that's what your lyrics do.
Yeah.
You listen to your lyrics and you listen to what you're saying and it puts you back to that moment. My mom, she never thought about what she was doing to get money. She knew she had to feed us.
Yeah.
What she did.
Yeah. Well, we're going to take our last music break and then we're going to start getting to the end of this thing. But again, I find it very amazing that you are opening up to me and are speaking about things that I would assume you would never thought you would be doing in a million years, because you really don't give a fuck what people think. You're doing your thing. But my main reason for wanting to really do this, man, because I really think a serious power of what you've been through is also going to be a power of influence at some point in your life. I mean, because I already know you've influenced the fuck out of my life. I thought I'd done seen it all and met all kinds of incredible people and amazing people. But again, whew, man, I'm like blown away by these things. And I know, I'm assuming it must be hard for you because you're putting yourself out there. And that's not something you care to do on a normal basis, on a regular basis, shall I say. But I appreciate this, really. And I'm 100% positive people are going to come away with this with something. That's for damn sure. But we're going to take another music break. Again, we have this guy, Champagne City, and the song's called Questions.
Don't fuck with niggas no more. What's up? Huh? Hell yeah, I fuck a nigga bitch at the same damn time. Send my niggas in his crib. Goddamn Champagne, think you starting off trip? Hell nah, motherfucker, I'm about to answer all the questions. Answer number one. Hell yeah, I like my dick sucked. I like my knots all at hundreds. A nigga only cop powder, cause once I get to cooking, I'ma whip a Eddie Bauer. Answer number four. I kicked in a few back doors, wasn't really shit, but Jonah had a knack for it. Answer number five. Hell yeah, niggas still cry watching niggas die in this motherfucking street life. Let me see about 30 bricks, only 4 was mine, the other was my man's shit. I hope Jonah up in heaven, cause he gotta talk to God about the way a nigga living. He gotta talk to God.
Next fucking question. See how niggas want all these questions answered. I hope y'all niggas can take the truth. Shit, you know I ain't high. I'ma give you what you want. It's the fucking truth.
Hell yeah, nigga cried when my mama died. Smoked the whole zip, asking God why my mama died. Know that, sure your mama gone to a better place. I can see her now, she got a smile at the pearly gate. Back to the question, okay, what's the next one? Answer number 8. Hell yeah, nigga had to run, gun got jammed, and them niggas came to kill some. Answer number 9, I ain't beefing with the east side. Number 10, it's all true what you heard, so got a little girl and a white baby mama. Answer number 11, hell no, I won't answer that. If I answer that, I might as well be a fucking rat. Nigga 12, hell yeah, I'm an east side ESP. All you gotta do is ask me. Number 13, you know I had hoop dreams. That's why I break the brick down all the ball schemes.
You niggas still want answers to these questions, huh? Shit is so sad. Fucking grown men keep asking about other grown men. Shit is sad, nigga. Shoot.
Hell yeah, I hit the globe with the dope bowl. Got my brother James in my ear like you gotta change. But James don't understand I'm feeding family. With the right plug, I can feed the whole galaxy. Dope boy, yeah, that's me. Stay fat boy fresh. Oh yeah, that's me. trip. Instant number 14. Oh yes indeed, I seen a nigga in Dakota get killed over water. Instant number 15. Started off about 11, got caught in the 6th grade fucking with the high. Instant number 16. My mama was a trap queen. Instant number 17. My daddy was a trap king, but he was a pimp too. Probably one reason that I keep a couple hoes too. Instant number 18. Still trying to get through just the whole fact that I can't get Jonah back. Instant number 19. Man, I want my mama back. Man, I want my mama back. What's the next question?
Shit.